guys, welcome to episode 14 of the Chelsea series here on FIFA 20. This will be the season finale with regards to the Premier League. It may not be the season finale all told because we have the second leg of the Champions League semi-final against Manchester City as the second game of the episode. It'll be the first played game of the episode. And if we win that, we will have a one-off final special like we did for the Carabao Cup tomorrow for the Champions League final. If we lose and we go out, then obviously this will be the season finale, but time will tell. It may be a longer video than usual, so do drop the video a like if you go on to enjoy. Make sure you sub to the channel so you don't miss out on season 2. Of course, we made some signings recently for the new season upcoming, and we're still looking to solidify our top 4 or even top 3 position for Champions League football next year. We still have a game in hand on those around us, so I'm looking forward to hopefully guaranteeing Premier League football within the first 2 or 3 games of today's episode. We do face Liverpool, in fact, after the game against Manchester City, so things aren't over yet at the top of the table, perhaps. Manchester City are 14th in the league. Read into that what you will. Brighton, Sheffield United and Leicester currently in the relegation zone. Brighton, with 12 points available, are relegated already. Confirmed as down, Brighton and Hove Albion. Sheffield United and Leicester City stand a chance of survival. We'll wait and see how that plays out over the course of the episode. I'm not sure what to expect from the games today. I genuinely have no idea how we're going to get on. We have some scouting reports. Also, Ross Barkley has broken his toe and is out for 2 months, so that rules him out for the remainder of the season. Albert Schulte is not really growing that much at present, but look at that potential. He's going to be good. To be fair, everybody on this list is going to be good at some point. Mason Alexander, Ike Schmidt, 72 to 88 potential, 82 to 88 for Torben Zimmerman. Still waiting to see some growth from him. 90 to 94 for Jamie Shaw. We have a genuine world beater on our hands here. Frank van den Berg, he's going to be not necessarily world class, but still very usable. 84 to 94, Daniel Koenig could be the same. Yves Kamara, 87 to 94. Bradley Cooper isn't looking amazing right now, but for a centre-back, he could be pretty damn impressive. And if he was down as a centre-back, I think his potential would be higher, and his overall would also be slightly higher. We also have Torben Hoffman here, 80 to 90. Eustace Brandt, 70 to 86, but starting off really positive with those physical stats, so there's definite potential with everyone that's in our youth setup right now. We do also have scout reports here from a number of different areas. 76 to 94 has me intrigued. We'll give that another month. Yves Cisse, that's a no. That is going to be a no. Similarly, is that the... Yes, they will be scouted further. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't the end of the 9-month scouting period. 76 to 94 for this guy now, Nils Müller. I'll say yes and we'll wait and see. That's a no. That is also a no and a no. We do have some... at 15 years of age, £425,000, Eustace Hansen. Definitely needs to be an improvement in the... or an expansion of the name pool, because that's 2 Eustaces we've got now. And it's not exactly the most common name in real life, is it? I've never even heard of anyone called Eustace before. And now all of a sudden with 2 young players called Eustace. Ewan Alexander, that's going to be a no. But I'm genuinely positive about almost all of these young prospects that we've brought through. I think the majority of them are going to be absolutely superb. We will be looking more heavily at youth players in other saves, particularly when we do a Road to Glory or a Coach to Glory, or both, throughout the course of the year, either on YouTube or over on the stream. But certainly we could get a couple of those youngsters involved in this save by the end of Season 2 at the very least. So upcoming next is the Champions League semi-final between ourselves and Manchester City. We drew 0-0 away from home, meaning that we have to win in 90 minutes to guarantee going through. A draw with no goals will see us go to extra time. Any form of score draw will see Manchester City progress in our place thanks to the away goals rule. So it's going to be so very important that we win in 90 minutes here. Your opponents are still very much in the tie after that goalless draw in the first leg. You're confident the home crowd will be going home satisfied. We've got every chance. I'm always confident when we're playing in front of our home supporters, and today is no different. Chelsea won the last match with a comfortable margin of 2 goals. Do you reckon that Manchester City's morale is dwindling because of that? Not really. They're not scared of us. Lads played well. We should rely on hard work and training, certainly. It was a good performance, although we still need to focus on hard work and training, not the opponent's morale. It's about what we do, not what they do. Your team is basking in great form recently. Do you think you can continue to perform at this lightning pace in the upcoming matches? We have been pretty decent, of sure. We must avoid distractions. I don't want to get carried away. These last results have been great, but we shouldn't get distracted. There are tough matches ahead. We've City followed by Liverpool. There certainly are tough matches ahead. Thank you for all of the questions. Right. The biggest game of the save so far. Champions League semi-final. It's win or bust. City's starting lineup. Ederson in goal. I believe it's almost identical to the lineup that they played in the first leg, although Bernardo Silva starts this time around in central midfield. Sané, Aguero, Sterling, though, and the back four is exactly the same. Rodri and De Bruyne are in the midfield again, as ever. Like we say, win or bust. Kante, Pulisic, Mason Mount. Tammy's on the run. We'll look for him in the channel. It's been a very slow game so far. Minimal chances. Oh, and the passing in the final third from us has been particularly poor. Kovacic has come away with the ball there, though. I need someone to make me run. Kante thought about it, didn't. So Mason Mount is going to go solo. Mason Mount draws the save out of Ederson, but he holds on to it at the second attempt. Stung the palms, but keeps it out. Ederson made a couple of great saves in the first leg, as did Kepa. There were chances in that first game. That was the first chance of this one. Another nervy affair between two of England's best for the chance to play in the game that will decide Europe's best. Aguero switches that out to Sterling, who will have the pace to keep that in. Oh, delivered to the back post. Sané's there, he's gone for goal, but the angle was so tight. I think it was probably physically impossible for him to head that in between the post and the keeper. Worth a try, though, I suppose. Probably would have been better served trying to get it back across goal with a pass to a teammate to work an opportunity elsewhere in the box. But we're on the counter-attack here. There's 10 minutes to go till half-time. Kovacic is busting a gut to get forward. João Cancelo's committed there, and there's a mistake made. Oh, and Willian, no, can't get a shot away cleanly. They have recovered defensively enough there, City, to deny us the chance to go in front. We have been the better team, the most creative team, at least. But no goals yet. And a goal for us doesn't change City's plan. I know we say it every time we're in a knockout game. But they just need one goal. Whether that's to win by 1-0 or to draw by 1 apiece. That will send City through either way. Raheem Sterling with the ball into the middle. Rudiger away. Get to that Tammy. He hasn't been able to. John Stones and Rodri linking up. Hold this clean sheet till half-time. And then build again in the second half. Well cut out by N'Golo Kante. We won't have time, I don't think, to build here before the whistle goes. I'll look for Tammy over the top. The referee might be blowing his whistle sooner rather than later. He's letting play go on for the time being. Oh, but a poor pass lets us down. 0-0 at the break. Pulisic looking for the run of Mateo Kovacic. Can he get there first? He can. Rodri's with him. He's not the fastest, Rodri. And actually, that was a tackle from Rodri that poked that to Tammy Abraham. We'll work that in there to Mason Mount. And look for Tammy with a reverse ball. And Mason Mount's arriving again. Is this the moment? No! Aymeric Laporte recovers. Genuinely thought we were in there to make that 1-0. Continuing the second half the same way we did the first, as the most dominant creative side. Quick 1-2, and Willian's in. We'll look to bend it. Willian off the inside the post. Tammy, surely, please be onside. Tammy! Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. Is that the moment that sends us to the Champions League final? So very fortunate that it rebounded in the way that left Tammy open there to tuck it home. Willian desperately unlucky not to have scored a wonderful goal himself, but smashed home with no mistake from Tammy Abraham, and we might well find ourselves in the Champions League final. Joao Cancelo. Picked off well by Marcos Alonso. He's got himself out of position now, Joao Cancelo. And we might be devastating on the counter-attack. Pulisic can stay on side, which he has done. It's a good turn as well. I've got options on the edge of the box. Oh, Willian! This too! What a lovely ball by N'Golo Kante. Gorgeous pass around the corner. That might be us in the final. Pulisic does well. Kante said, look at the run from Willian, darting in off the left-hand side. And that is possibly the most beautiful goal that we've scored so far this season. Lovely little pass around the corner from N'Golo. Cheeky little ball. And Willian, they just didn't see the run coming. In behind two defenders. And that might well be us in the Champions League final. Oh, that's massive. Sterling driving down the line. Inside, De Bruyne plays Sterling in again. He's running low on stamina here, but he's pulled out a cross. Oh, and Sané gets there. Reece James caught on the back foot. Thankfully. Oh, Kepa, why have you bowled that underarm? Seems to have me worried. Kepa doing just enough to keep that out. Was thankfully straight at him. If it was slightly better placed, although how Sané would have placed it better charging through like that, I'm not sure. It would have taken a monumental effort to do so. Oh, poor pass. Intercepted Aguero. Bernardo Silva. He's Leroy Sané using his feet. And we've gotten there ahead of Sterling. Massive interception from Marcos Alonso. Still 20 minutes to go. City now turned it up a notch. But they might have committed too many. Tammy's just stood there. Tammy, move, mate. Please. For the love of God, Tammy. Show some attacking urgency. Don't just stand there. We're on the counter-attack. Oh, jeeps. Could have made it 3, and that really would have been game over. Sané gets away from me. Aguero through to De Bruyne. Big save by Kepa. He's keeping us in it here. Who are they bringing on? David Silva, I think it is. David Silva for Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester City. I'm unsure as to whether to change anything at the minute. We've held firm for the majority of the game so far. Aguero with a header. Kante off the line. Willian there with another header to ensure they don't get a good opportunity. This ball is still in a dangerous area, but at least it's away from the centre of the goal. I will make changes. Now, Willian deserves the round of applause that he'll get for leaving the field after effectively assisting the first goal and scoring a great second. We'll take him off and give him that recognition that he deserves. Loftus-Cheek will come on in the midfield as well. I'm tempted to bring Jorginho on just for some fresh legs right in the middle as well, with Kovacic going off. And then N'Golo Kante's stamina is just phenomenal, isn't it? The man never gets tired. So we'll keep him on. 12.5 minutes to go between us and the Champions League final. I don't know yet whether we'll be playing Liverpool or Paris Saint-Germain. Unsure. But we have to get there first. Let's not take anything for granted. If I scored 2 goals in 7 minutes, they could certainly do the same. Hudson-Odoi into Ruben Loftus-Cheek. This time, Tammy's showing a bit more urgency. And here comes Marcos Alonso, of all people. And across there is Callum Hudson-Odoi. And that's game over. Devastating counter-attack. Chelsea 3, Manchester City 0. Champions League final bound. David Silva dinks out wide here to Riyad Mahrez, who's come on for Raheem Sterling. But, all right, Fernandinho. They're just having a little bit of fun out there now, City. They know they're going out. Bernardo Silva dinked out to Leroy Sané. They're getting all the fancy touches out now. Where was this play earlier on in the game? Sané tackled well by Andreas Christensen. Flicked in towards Aguero. And Rudiger gets there. Jorginho fires that forward beautifully to Tammy Abraham. And here's Callum Hudson-Odoi. Lovely turn. Tammy's there. Hold the ball up. John Stones. They've had Tammy Abraham in their back pocket all game. He's done practically nothing for me, Tammy, in this fixture. But the rest of the team have stepped up. We could have one final thing to say. No, again, John Stones has the better of him. Lovely ball out to Riyad Mahrez here. Are they to get themselves a consolation goal? No, Riyad can't get it under control. That is Chelsea headed to the Champions League final. Unbelievable. We will have another one-off final special in tomorrow's episode. The suits will come back on, but who will we be playing? City had chances. Will we be playing Liverpool? Or will we be playing Paris Saint-Germain? I'm not sure at this stage. It will be PSG. It's a Chelsea-PSG final. They drew 2-2 at the Parc des Princes. So after their 2-1 win at Anfield, they've held on to a result at home, and the French side will meet us in the final. That will be the final episode of the season. We'll have a season roundup in that episode as well. But That game couldn't have gone better for us, could it? Christensen is continuing his hot run of form and has satisfied with his performance today. He deserves all the praise. He was rock solid. Fantastic player for us and deserves all the praise he gets. Certainly agree. Not many thought it was possible, and yet here we are. Chelsea are in the Champions League final. How happy are you right now? Nobody would have predicted this before the season started. I certainly wouldn't. I certainly didn't. We've got nothing to fear in the final. We have 0 to lose. The kids have gotten us to the Champions League final. We couldn't be happier. We're going into the final without fear. A comfortable win after 3 goals scored by Chelsea. Do you think the game could have gone another way today? It certainly could. The scoreline was unfair to them. They definitely played well, and Kepa made a couple of big saves. Big saves. But in the end, we were the clinical ones. And we go through. Prize money for getting to the final, £12 million. Our transfer budget next year is going to be monumental. Things don't get easier for us though, because even if we aren't playing Liverpool in the Champions League final, we are now playing them in the Premier League. Liverpool's starting lineup, as strong as they possibly could be. Alisson, Bellerin, Van Dijk, Matip and Robertson. In the midfield, Keita, Fabinho and Wijnaldum. And then up top, Salah, Firmino and Mane. They're in the hunt for the Premier League title. We're in the hunt to maybe finish second, potentially, if we beat them here. We'll have to wait and see. But it's always difficult when we play Liverpool, and invariably, so far, always ends in defeat. We'll try and buck that trend. Navigator. Kovacic just ran at him, more so than actually putting in a challenge. I'm going to run diagonally across the field and hope that people run off me. To slot Tammy Abraham in behind. He did nothing against City, but he could start here by giving us the lead against Liverpool. What a strike! Tammy Abraham. Wow! That was unbelievable. Off the far post. I did not expect that. Matip desperate in his attempt to get to the ball, but Jesus. Tammy, calm down. That's unbelievable. What a finish from Tammy Abraham. Chelsea won. I'm not sure why some of the people were stood like this in the crowd. Tammy Abraham makes it Chelsea 1, Liverpool 0. His 16th goal of the Premier League season. This could be one hell of an episode for us. Keita, Salah, quickly to Firmino. We could outmuscle him here. Alonso's done well. Kante just flicked that on. Oh, great attempt at a first touch. Actually, it's gifted them possession. Oh, and I've nailed Naby Keita there. It's going to be a yellow card, I would imagine, for Andreas Christensen here. And slightly concerned about what the ref's going to do here. Please just go to your top pocket. Top pocket. Oh, with such a long cutscene there, I was genuinely concerned that he might be getting sent off. I know it was late. Oh, it was Mane. I thought it was Gini Wijnaldum that we'd nailed. It was late, but... Oh. Right, Mo Salah from 30 yards. Something from the training ground, perhaps? No, it's Sadio Mane. That was looping, but that was also terrible. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Still 1-0 Chelsea. Keita, forward there to Mo Salah. That's Bellerin into Fabinho. Firmino. Oh, it's a lovely ball looking for Mane. Don't get up, Reece! Get up, Reece! What's he doing? He's just stood there. Thankfully, he's gotten a foot in there. Gee, talk about worrying me. Oh, Fabinho, that was very un-Fabinho-like. Committing to a challenge like that. Mason Mount's in behind here. I've got Tammy with me. The keeper's there. Mason Mount. Oh, good save. It's going to fall. Pulisic. Alisson! Where's he come from? What a second save! Oh, trying the back heel. Tammy's still powering through. Matip plays it back to Alisson and cleared away. Unreal from Alisson. Incredible second save. Where on earth has he flown from to get that second block in? Outrageous from the Brazilian. And Sadio Mane's in behind here and onside and turns Reece James. He's having a terrible game. Gini thumps it home. Hero against Barcelona in real life last season, along with Divock Origi. Gini Wijnaldum. Smack. Yeah, you're not stopping that. Not sure what to do in this second half. I thought we had Liverpool covered, and then out of nowhere, Gini Wijnaldum just whacks home an equaliser moments after Alisson pulls off the most ridiculous double save to ensure we don't extend our lead to 2-0. Really taken me by surprise there and put me right on the back foot now. I'm not sure how to attack this second half. Do I continue to push and run the risk of being caught again, or do we settle for the point and hope to do something in the final couple of weeks of the Premier League season to get ourselves up to second and hope that Liverpool drop points? We do have the opportunity, if we beat them here, it's a big if we beat them here, to finish second in the Premier League, which would be tremendous for this team. The way that we've played this season at times has been really poor, but as the time has gone on and the players have gotten better and they've got more experience and higher ratings, Firmino lunging in again, Mason Mount trying to get the shot away, but Firmino does well. We've been absolutely superb in the second half of this season. Final of the Carabao Cup, disappointing in the FA Cup, but Champions League final too. Regardless of what happens in that tomorrow, we can certainly say that this has been a successful first season with this young Chelsea side. If the season transpires this way in real life, we'll be absolutely astounded. It'll be one of the best seasons, or most surprising seasons in Chelsea history. Willian could turn inside here and put us back in front. Tammy hops over the ball, falls over the keeper, and the ball doesn't end up in the back of the net. Without the pressure on him there, Willian certainly should have buried that. Milner with the switch. There's a big switch. Sadio Mane played in behind and made a couple of changes. Lovely tackle by Reece James. Oh, ref, have a word. Tamori has come on for the booked Andreas Christensen. Did not want to risk going down to 10 men in the final half an hour. I've also brought on Ruben Loftus-Cheek for Mason Mount as well in that cam role. Salah will deliver this ball and it's a great whip, but headed away by Mateo Kovacic. I'd be happy with a point, especially considering the way games against Liverpool have gone this season. But if there's the opportunity of winning at Anfield, I'm not sure I can resist the temptation to try and drive a result home. Bobby Firmino into the middle. It might fall for James Milner. It hasn't. Kepa will pick it up and will clear calmly. Reece James under pressure though from Sadio Mane. Wasn't expecting that, and the pass is diabolically poor. All you've got to do is pass that to your teammate around the man. It's not hard. We're having those issues in Ultimate Team as well. Players, rather than play the pass in a manner that will make it reach its opponent, like just play it, bend it around the man, they'll just kick it directly at the man you've aimed it at with no technique and just smack it straight against the defender in front of you. Really frustrating, but Mane pulls that back here. Space, Salah, Alonso stumbling. Can't regain his balance quickly enough to close the Egyptian down. Bayern, Salah. Oh, great footwork. And again, Alonso does do enough this time though. And the clearance, this time I thought I'll just put my foot through it. It still didn't clear away properly. 7 minutes to go between us and a point at Anfield. We will know in the not too distant future what our league scenario is going to be. Will we have the chance of finishing second? Perhaps. Kante forward there to Willian. If we get a winner towards the end of this game, we stand a great chance of finishing second. That pass is again misplaced and poor. 2 minutes to go now, and Liverpool looking to find themselves a winner. It's been end-to-end. It's been an entertaining fixture, to be fair. Games between Chelsea and Liverpool do usually tend to be that way. Mane in behind, Kante's with him. The difference in stamina between Kante and Mane. Kante and Mane. It's ridiculous. Right. Okay, I'm going to use Reece James then. I was hoping Tammy would make me run. He's really reluctant to get in behind. I might have to fiddle with his in-game tactics, Tammy Abrahams, just to make him push on and make me some runs. But we'll take the point at Anfield. Doesn't really do us any favours with finishing higher in the league. Certainly doesn't do Liverpool any favours with regards to finishing top of the league. But especially as Manchester United have just beaten West Ham, that might be the league title right there for the red half of Manchester in this first season. Wait to see what questions we get asked here after the game against Anfield. Christensen didn't rise to expectations, and he didn't do enough to help the team grab a win today. What's this mean for his future as a starting player? Doesn't mean anything. He's not going to be helping us grab the win. He's going to be helping us avoiding defeat. Yes, he got booked, but that was my fault. I think it's unfair to blame him for us not winning. We're unbeaten so far. Oh, this is the question that is asked in the wrong way. We're unbeaten for a reason. We have what it takes. We're not obsessed with it. We have been unbeaten for a little while, but the streak doesn't matter if it ends now, really. The match ended in a draw against your rivals. Congrats to both teams. Both of us worked hard there. But so were our opponents. Percentage 1S is a good team. That needs to fix. So questions asked. We're back to the menus. And we are, with a game in hand on Liverpool, potentially able to get ourselves still into that second place. A win against them would have been absolutely massive. Ruben Loftus-Cheek wants to play in this next game. I'll consider it, Ruben. Mason Mount's still been decent. We'll sim it. Also replace the injured Ross Barkley off the bench. And see what we can do against Watford. A 3-0 win. We are level on points with Liverpool Football Club heading into the final day. In fact, we are above Liverpool on goal difference heading into the final day. Manchester United, however, have won the league. Congratulations to them. Michi won't be playing, unfortunately for him. But with the league table looking like that, our goal difference is plus 34. Theirs is plus 25. They need to better our result, Liverpool. And Spurs' goal difference is plus 24. So Spurs need us to lose and for them to win handsomely to knock us out of second spot, or even just to get into third there for Spurs. Newcastle not yet assured of finishing fifth either. Arsenal still within touching distance of them, but the top four, with regards who they are, not necessarily where they'll finish, is assured. 20 wins, 10 draws and 7 defeats for us so far, with one game to go. Where will we finish? Wolves starting lineup on the final day. Rui Patricio in goal. Doherty, Cody, Vallejo, Bolly and Johnny as the 5 at the back. Moutinho, Neves and Zaracho as the 3. Sat behind Diogo Jota and Raul Jimenez. All we have to do is match Liverpool's result. If they win, all we need to do is win. Our goal difference will be enough. If they draw, all we need to do is draw. Our goal difference will be enough. If they lose, doesn't matter what happens to us. Unless we lose by 10 goals to nil, our goal difference will be enough. Wolves stand in our way. Second place in the Premier League awaits, we hope. Kante. Cross there to Reece James. Talking about it in commentary here about there being a party atmosphere at Stamford Bridge. Even though we've had a great season, we're in the Champions League final, reached the Carabao Cup final, haven't actually won anything yet. And with Chelsea having the success that they have done over the past few years, I don't know if there would be a party atmosphere for finishing second in the Premier League. Oh, Raul Jimenez certainly has put any halts to any parties. Anyway, 1-0 Wolves. Is he pooping this party? Raul Jimenez gives them the lead. Yeah, yes, if we finish second in real life this season, we'd be absolutely thrilled. But if you are that close to first, will anyone ever be satisfied with second place? Only being a handful of points away from top, knowing if things have gone slightly different, you might have won the league? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Across to Jorginho. Nice turn into Ruben Loftus-Cheek, looking to thread the ball to Tammy. He's had to take that off the defender. The original pass didn't actually fall to his feet. Nicely back to Pulisic though. I've got N'Golo Kante around the corner there. There's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He'll look for N'Golo and he will equalise. Full confidence in N'Golo Kante there, even though finishing isn't necessarily his strong suit. In that scenario, you would back him to bury it in the bottom corner, and he's done exactly that. The road to recovery's begun. We're level. One more, please. Tammy looking for the runner, Ruben. Shows good physicality there to hold off Willy Bolly. Oh, I tried to poke that to N'Golo, and it didn't quite make it through. Johnny nearly kicked that straight to N'Golo as well. Raul Jimenez finds João Moutinho, and they're on the counter-attack here, Wolves. Diogo Jota is a dangerous player, so I am wary of what he can do with the ball when he's in possession, and he does find Jimenez. I think he was offside. They're going to take the free kick for a foul. Oh, I think a yellow card's a little bit harsh. Ruben Neves to take the free kick. If it was 25 yards closer in, he might be shooting. Good header by Loftus-Cheek, but only finds Jesus Vallejo. Tammy tries to tackle, but it's not exactly his strong suit. Jimenez to Diogo Jota. Christensen. Tackling is his strong suit. Oh, passing apparently is not Jorginho's. It was dead pass. Diogo Jota. Oh, he's done me this time and buried it. Great footwork. Mentioned how dangerous he can be. Wolves are in front again. Try and get ourselves an equaliser as quickly as we possibly can. Newcastle have just taken the lead against Liverpool. We might not need to win. Scenes at St James's Park. We just saw that in the top right-hand corner. We mentioned all we need to do is match Liverpool's result. Liverpool are losing. So it doesn't matter that we are here. It would still be nice to win on the final day. I'll try something spectacular with Tammy. And I, for a brief moment, thought that was nesting in the top corner. Didn't quite get enough whip on it, but the technique was superb, and it really wasn't far away at all. Loftus-Cheek off. Callum Hudson-Odoi on in a central cam role. Just to see what that's all about. Experimenting on the final day. Maybe Hudson-Odoi could have an impact, more so than he did out wide, from an area in the middle. He was underwhelming this year. I have to be genuinely honest. I was hoping for a lot more from Callum Hudson-Odoi this year in this first season at Chelsea. He's grown well, but Willian came into the starting lineup about halfway through the season and certainly offered a lot more than Callum. And as such, we've ended up signing Jadon Sancho for next season. But hopefully, Callum Hudson-Odoi can improve further in the remainder of this save and still have a big part to play, all told, throughout the course of the save, with regards to us winning multiple trophies. Speaking of Willian, oh, he's very nearly found at the back post, but Patricio does just enough. I was certain that that was going to be 2-2 there. Genuinely thought Willian was just going to walk onto the end of that and tuck it home. Kante will find Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now's your moment, my man. Moment to hit it straight against Jesus Viejo, who's taken his moment to kick it straight against N'Golo Kante. Hudson-Odoi will try again. And again. And we still won't score. Jorginho, Hudson-Odoi. Switched up wide there to Reece James. Callum's there again. Still time for something to happen here at the end of the game. Oh, it's got to be a pen. I need to see a replay of that. He must have got the tiniest of slithers on the ball. Callum Hudson-Odoi played through. And I don't know as he's touched that. Let's have a look. Callum Hudson-Odoi racing through. The defender comes in. Callum gets there with his foot. And the defender doesn't touch the ball. Hello, referee. If that costs me second place in the league, I'll be furious. That is unbelievable. I genuinely flabbergasted. If they score a third, oh my God. Not the way we wanted to end the Premier League season. I can't quite believe that that has transpired that way. We should have had a penalty at one end, Wolves break up the other, and score a third. Please tell me Newcastle beat Liverpool, otherwise we will be finishing in second place. The final whistle goes at the end of the final game of the Premier League season. Not sure where Wolves will finish with that 3 points, but can't quite fathom what's happened there. Oh, Newcastle drew with Liverpool. If we'd gotten the penalty and scored it, we'd have finished second. But because we've lost, we finished third. And we will... Did I confirm you've missed out on the UEFA Champions League? No, it doesn't. We finished third. What are you talking about? We're in this together. I mean, it doesn't matter what I say there. We did finish in the Champions League. Screw you, game. You're broken. Chelsea is finally defeated and the invincible streak is over. What are your thoughts? It was good whilst it lasted. What? It's not going to ask me anything about the penalty, is it? So, do you think certain changes or a different approach altogether could have helped you avoid defeat? Certain changes to the referee might have helped. Not the way we wanted to head towards the Champions League final, was it really? Michi was disappointed not to play. I mean, I did tell you I wasn't going to play you, so it is what it is. Prize money, £173.495115 million. Quite a bit of money, that. Quite a bit of moolah. Right then, the final episode of the season tomorrow will be the Champions League final against Paris Saint-Germain. With the suit, we only just finished above Tottenham as well on goal difference. And we'll have a season roundup at the end of yesterday's episode, at the end of tomorrow's episode as well. So Champions League final and a season roundup. But can we end the season on a higher note than we ended the Premier League there? Drama all the way to the final day. Congratulations, Manchester United. They've won the Premier League. Chelsea, though, having to settle for just third. Tomorrow, Champions League final. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content here on the channel. Follow me on all social media. Links down below. Mixer too. And I'll see you next time.